and tell them what you're doing. Gracie, you're on live.
So I'm gonna tell you.
First, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Gracie.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
The entire world's watching you right now, so.
I'm just listening.
Tell them what today's date is.
Today is 11/13/18.
Correct. And what are we doing now?
I'm going to tell you about Dork Diaries. If you haven't read Dork Diaries and you don't want me to tell it to you, then don't listen.
So let's go over Let's go over the first book. What was the name of the first book?
The first book was.
Look at the camera and tell everybody you're
Was
talking
this
to
one? It was a pink book, and it was talking about how.
What was the name of it though? Did it have a name?
No, not really. It's just like
Dork
this one.
Diaries #1.
Oh wait. It was Dork Diary. Do you have a light?
Yeah. Right here.
Okay, it was Dork Diaries, Tales from Not So Fabulous. Okay, Fabulous.
Dork Diaries,
Famous
Tales
Life.
from Not So Famous
And
Life.
she wished that, and she had Mackenzie, and they kind of talked about her and Mackenzie, how they didn't get along, and so like what happened, and I think like they were getting ready for some sort of event.
Who's Mackenzie? What are you talking about? Tell me who the characters
Mackenzie. Okay, Mackenzie.
are. I've never read these books. I have no clue what they are.
Okay, so what happens is Maxwell Wires is her, and then Mackenzie, there's Mackenzie, and she's really rude. She's like the school bully, like kind of, but everybody loves her, and she doesn't know like how, everybody doesn't know how a bully she is, but most people that she bullies knows, but everybody doesn't believe her, and so, what the first book was about, like how she like bullied her and stuff, and how she got it through, and she got like friends, and then like just some that and stuff, and I also, there was a picture and now I remember. Okay, so in the first one, it showed like how an artist she was, and she was working on this talent thing. And Mackenzie Hollister, which is the bully, thought she was the greatest. And at the end of the book, she actually won the picture, and she got to take her picture in the second book, in the beginning part. And so it showed her that. And then in the second book, it talked about how they were getting for the Halloween party, and how Mackenzie Hollister tries to like kind of make sure like she kind of did it and stuff, and make sure that she gets in charge of like trash duty and stuff. But what actually happened was she wanted to dress up as like this like masquerade thing, but then her friends were gonna dress up as like some like trash bags, like some fancy ones, like but then she also had her sister's party to go to, her little sister's, where she would dress up as a rat costume. So what happened was she got to
Just stay out here and you keep telling everybody about that, okay? I'll be right back.
She got to dress up. What do I do when I'm done?
Then you go on to book 2. Tell them about
I'm
book 2.
already at book 2.
Well, then read a little bit of that one. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, what happens is she has to go back and forth where to her sister's party, which she went to first, and dress up as a rat costume, and the rat costume really stinks from her sweat because she's sweating back and forth. And then she has to come back, and she has to see her friends to get dressed up in the one suit, and then she has to keep on changing and changing. Otherwise, the parties won't go on or something. But apparently when she came back, when she was going back to her own party and coming back from the little kids party, which she said she was going to Disneyland because she was a rat, because she had to go and she couldn't really think of an excuse. But apparently the little kids followed her, and so she just changed into her clothes because she didn't feel like, changing or anything, changing more. But then all of a sudden, Mackenzie Hollister took her bag when she was changing, and then she had her rat costume on, and so she got embarrassed by Mackenzie because the little kids came in, and then Mackenzie Hollister, now look, and she said like, now look what you did, or something like that. Mackenzie Hollister did this, but her friends were like kind of mad at her because she wasn't wearing like the costume that they were, and then nothing was really, it was kind of like off center kind of, and then so she ran outside, but then her friends kind of comforted her, but they didn't really until later on in the book. Her friends, like their friends, and then they had 3 hours left of the party, so of the Halloween party, so they just started dancing and stuff, and then that's how the story ended. But this is the second book. The second book was purple. This one's the first one. This one's the second one that I read, and then this one's the third one that I'm reading right now to you. So, if you want me to read, this is Nikki's Road to Stardom Checklist. Diva Showdown. Okay, so, she really doesn't really like Mackenzie Hollister, so she thinks she makes these little things, what she's gonna do. The first one was where she had this lipstick, and she was going to she gave her it, and then kind of it was glue, and then it stuck to Mackenzie's lips. And then here's this one. It says, Nikki, and so hi everybody. Oh no. Okay, so this is one of them. Nikki, unlike you, I was born to be a superstar. When my fans hear me singing, they'll scream, Hollis, hysterical. If my ears were bleeding, I'd scream too, historical too. And she just had him. And I think that's funny because she doesn't really, well, yeah, it's funny. So here's the first page. I'll just read the first page too. So just take a look. Acknowledgements. And so, well, I'm just gonna say bye, everybody. So thank you for watching.